Om Shri Padmatmane Namaham. I know I've said it to a majority of you already, but Jai Sita Ram. To those of you who are joining via YouTube as well, Jai Sita Ram. Thank you, each and every one of you, for joining us today, being April 16th, 2022, for our special Hanuman Jayanti Puja for today. I ask as we go ahead and begin our puja, go ahead and take some flowers in your hands. Make sure that your mind, your body stays relaxed. Void yourself of any stressors in your life. Anything that may be causing you pain, anything that may be causing you worry. Remove any emotional state that causes you distress and causes you to lose focus from your plan for today. And join together with me as we chant the opening praise. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnata Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Ishavasyam Idam Sarvam Yatkincha Jagatyam Jagat Tena Tyaktina Bhunjitam Namagrudhakasya Sudhanam Om Yam Brahma Varudendra Rudra Marutastunvanti Divyestave Vede Samaga Parakramopanirishengayanti Yam Samaga Om Dhyanavastita Tarakathena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yogino Yashantam Naveru Sura Suragana Devaya Tasme Namaha Om Shantakaram Bhujagashayaram Padmanabham Surisham Vishwadharam Gagane Sadrasham Meghavaranam Shubhangam Om Lakshmi Kantam Kamalinayanam Yogi Bhira Dhyana Gamyam Vanni Vishnu Bhavabhaya Haram Sarvaloke Kanatam Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabham Nirviganam Kurumi Deva Sarvakarishu Sarvana Om Saraswati Mahabhage Vidye Kamala Lochine Vidyarupe Vishalakshi Vidyam Dehi Namostute Om Dhyana Moolam Gurur Murti Puja Moolam Gurur Param Mantra Moolam Gurur Bhakyam Moksha Moolam Gurur Kripal Om Mangalam Bhagavan Vishnu Mangalam Garudandvaja Mangalam Pundari Kaksham Mangalaya Tanu Hari Om Karagre Sate Lakshmi Karmule Saraswati Karmadhetu Govinda Prabhate Karadarshanam Hari Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. I do need to apologize. I'm going to have to ask you to stand up really quickly. We have to offer prayers to Prithvi Mata so we can go ahead and bless the earth and sanctify the seat that we will be residing on as we perform our puja. Om Samudra Vasane Devi Parvatastane Mandite Vishnu Patni Namastobhyam Padisparasham Kshamaswame Om Prithvi Tvaya Drata Lokam Devi Tvam Vishnu Nadratam Tvam Shadharyamam Devi Pavitram Kuruchasanam Om Shri Prithvi Devaya Namaham. Give me 1 second. Do not take your seat just yet. It's a good thing my wife made me stretch this morning. You're going to take these pieces of mango leaf, place them down by your feet, and then you'll take your seat. You just rip that in half and give one to Auntie Rita. Go ahead and take your seat. Om Shri Prithvi Devaya Namaham. Okay. You're going to take some water into your right hand and wash your hands. Om Hasta Prakshalanam Samarpayami. Govindaya Namaha. We sip water 3 times to purify the body. You got it? Here, I'll pull them out for you. Now, when you sip water from your hands, they're in the Sri Vishnu Puran, it actually tells you how you have to place your hand. So, right hand, you take your pointer finger and your thumb, you put it together, put that on top of your left hand, and then you drink just like that. It's very specific. Om Keshavaya Namaha Swaha. Sip water again. Om Narayanaya Namaha Swaha. And then for the last time, Om Madhavaya Namaha Swaha. And just remember that this is only for drinking, not for washing. So washing your hands is just a flat palm. Om Om Apavitra Pavitrava Sarva Vashnam Gato Pivaha Yasmerit Pundari Kaksham Sabhaya Byamtara Shuchi. So much faster than a match, right? Go ahead and place this on your right hand ring finger. Om Kushamale Stito Brahma Kushamadhe Janaradana Kushagre Shankaro Devastena Putyam Karomiham. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Auntie, that one's for you. Om. Oh, that's wet. Om Chandanasya Mahatpunyam Pavitram Papanashanam Aparam Harate Nityam Lakshmi Stishtase Sarvadaum. There we go. Ah. 1 second, I got stuck. No, it's not you. I upgraded technology and then it put me in my place. Om. Skynet Walla. Oh, okay. Yeah, put it on right ear first, I'm sorry. And then the left. No, it's fine. And then down. No, not yet. Oh, he'll come. Om. Uncle Jagdish has a pair of scissors right there. Could you hand those to me, please? Thank you. Give this one to Vishal, please. And then for you, Uncle Jack, I'll put it on your right wrist. Om Yena Bandhu Bali Raja Dhalavendru Mahabala Dhena Tum Madhubandani Rakshama Chalama Chalam Om Mulaitelik Samrapayami. Is that okay for you? Mm-hmm. Yep. Thank you. All right. We'll perform our Karanyasa. We'll try to remove any distractions from our physical environment. So distractions aren't just me waving my hand and trying to get you to like look at something. It could be something mental. It could be something spiritual. It could be something emotional. So we're going to gather all of our energy, break that energy to remove any distraction, mental, physical, emotional. So you're going to take your hands, place them in front of you, put your thumbs together. Om Haram Angushtabhya Namaha. Om Hridaye Namaha. Put your pointer finger together. Om Harim Tadrajinibhyam Namaha. Om Shirase Swaha. Put your middle fingers together. Om Hrum Madhyamabhyam Namah. Om Shikhavaya shoot your ring finger. Om Haram Anamikambhyam Namah. Om Kavachayahum, your pinkies. Om Haram Karatala Karpratishtambhyam Namah. Om Nitrayaya Vachi, you take your hands, you rub them together. Om Haram Karatala Karpratishtambhyam Namah. Om Astrayapat, and then take your hands, go around to the right. And then snap your fingers. Om Bhurbhavasuram Iddigbhanha Disho Bhanami. Take some water in your left hand now. And then using our right hand ring finger, we're going to commence with Ang Sparish. We're going to bless the various parts of our body. We start off by touching our lips. Om Ang Meyasyastu, our nose. Om Nasorame Pranorastu, our eyes. Om Akshorame Chakshurastu, our ears. Om Kanyorame Shurotamastu, our arms. Om Bahorame Balamastu, our legs. Om Urhorame Ojoastu, your stomach. Om Nabihi, your heart. Om Hridayam, your throat. Om Kantaha, your head. Om Shira, and then the rest of your body. Om Marishtani Miangani, Tanustanawame Sahasantu. You're going to take some more flowers in your hands, and devotees, we're going to join together now as we all commence in chanting the most powerful Gayatri mantra. Om Magakshe Varade Devi Akshare Brahmavadini Gayatri Jagate Matar Vishwayoni Namostute Om Bhore Bhuvaswaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bharagone Vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat Om Bhore Bhuvaswaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bharagone Vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat Om Bhore Bhuvaswaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bharagone Vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat. Hari Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om Prem Se Bolo Gayatri Mata Ki Jai. Go ahead and place your flowers down on the altar. Go ahead and take some rice in your hand as well as some flower petals. Just the petals, not the entire. I'll get you some flower petals too. Hanuman Puja, so red. And at this point, we begin our full puja where we recognize all the devotees we want to join us and be with us today as we perform our puja. And to do that, we chant our Swasti Vachan. You'll hold on to the rice and flowers. I'll let you know when to sprinkle it. After you sprinkle it, you'll just take a flower into your hand and hold it, okay? Om Swasti na Indro Brihastravaha Swasti na Pusha Vishwavidhan Swasti na Stariksho Arishnamehi Swasti no Brihaspati Radhadhatu Om Paya Pritivyam Payo Shadishu Payo Divyantarikshe Payo Dhapaya Swati Pradhisha Santu Mahayam Om Vishnu Raratmasi, Vishnu Shnapatrishnu, Vishnu Suvarasi, Vishnu Druvasi, Vishnavamasi, Vishnu Etavar. Om Agnira Devata, Vatahun Devata, Suryo Devata, Chandrama Devata, Vasavun Devata, Rudra Devata, Aditya Devata, Maratun Devata, Vishwadeva Devata, Brihaspatira Devata, Indro Devata, Varuno Devatar. Sprinkle your rice and your flowers around the baby. Om Dhau Shantir Antarikshagvam Shantir Prithvi Shantir Apa Shantir Aushadheya Shantir Vanaspati Shantir Vishwadeva Shantir Brahma Shantir Sarvegvam Shantir Shantireva Shanti Sama Shantiredi. Take a flower in your hand now as we continue on. Om Vishwani Deva Savituratani Parasuvayat Bhadram Tanvasuvam Om Imagvam Rudrayeta Vaseka Paradine Kshair Virayar Parabhara Mehimati Yathanam Sham Saradvipare Chatushpare Vishwam Pustam Gramisminanaturam Itamti Deva Savitarayajnam Prabhur Brihaspati Brahmane Tena Yajnamaya Tena Yajnapatim Tena Marmarvar Om Mano Jyotiradushatama Jayasya Brihaspati Yajnamiman Tanutvarishtam Yajmam Samimam Dadatu Vishwadevasya Badantintam Om Pratishtaha Om Asanvi Pratishtanama Yajnu Yatre Tena Yajnena Yajante Sarvameva Pratishtam Bhavati Om Ivam Swatsya Yunocharanam Kritva Ganam Tveti Mantrena Ganapataya Vaharam Kuryat ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिग्वं हवामहे प्रियाणां त्वा प्रियपतिग्वं हवामहे निधीनां त्वा निधिपतिग्वं हवामहे वसो मम आहं जानि गर्भतम् आतुं जासि गर्भतम् ॐ नमो गणिभ्यो गणपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रातिभ्यो रातिपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो कृत्स्भ्यो कृत्सपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो विरूपिभ्यो वैरूपपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः ॐ समुक्कश्चकरन्तश्च कपिलो गजकर्णकः लम्बोदरष्टाविगतो विघ्ननाशो विनायकार्धूम्रकेतुर्गणाध्यक्षो बालचन्द्रो गजानन द्वादशान्तानि नामानि हपतेतृनुयादपि विद्यारम्भे विवाहे च प्रविष्णिर्गमे तथा सङ्ग्रमे सङ्कतिश्चैव विघ्नतस्य न जायते ॐ शुक्लं वरधरं देवं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्याये सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये ॐ सर्वमङ्गलमङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके देवी नारायणी नमोऽस्तुते ॐ श्रीमन्महागणाधिपतये नमः ॐ लक्ष्मीनारायणभ्यां नमः ॐ उमामहेश्वरभ्यां नमः ॐ वाणिहिरण्यगर्भभ्यां नमः ॐ शशिपुरन्तभ्यां नमः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो चरणकमलभ्यो नमः ॐ मातापितृभ्यो नमः ॐ श्रीवीराय नमः ॐ श्रीवीरपुरुषाय नमः ॐ इष्टदेवताभ्यो नमः ॐ कुलदेवताभ्यो नमः ॐ स्थानदेवताभ्यो नमः ॐ ग्रामदेवताभ्यो नमः ॐ वास्तुदेवताभ्यो नमः ॐ सर्वेभ्यो देवेभ्यो नमो नमः ॐ सर्वेभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यो नमो नमः ये चित्कर्मप्रधानदेवताभ्यो नमो नमः अवगणमस्तु यज्ञारं शुभया भावतु हरि ओं शान्ति 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 हरि ओम्. Gonna take your flowers, just place them down right here. You're going to take this pan leaf that has a supari, it has rice and a flower in it. So now that we know which devatas we want to be with us and reside with us, we're going to send the invitation out for them. That's what the word sun cult means. It essentially means invitation. So we send the invitation out to the devas to say, we've promised to perform this puja at this time in this location with these specific people. We're performing this specific puja specifically. So today is Hanuman Swami puja, so we recognize that as well as we chant our sun cult. When I get down to it, I'll ask for your book names, because if you tell me now, I'm gonna forget, because that's just my brain. Om Hari Om Tat Sat Vishnu Shri Padmatmani Shri Purana Purucho Yamaya Adya Brahmano Nihi Advitar Pararahi Shri Shvetwara Harkalpe Vaswata Manvantare Shtavinshati Tami Kali Yuge Kali Pratararam Charane Adya Jambu Twepe Uttar Amerikadeshe Antargadeshi Tre Georgia Pradesh Pune Nagare Nord Karaskarami Shadivana Sharka Vartamani Vabaharike Om Vikrama Sanvatsari Uttarayane Vasan Goritao Chaitra Masan Shukla Pakshe Purinamatitao Shaniwar Vasave Om Chitra Nakshatre Om Bhavakaran Om Harshana Yoge Om Yojman Gotra Namaha Amukha Gotra Namaha Om Yajman Namaha. What's your book name? Mohanlal Namaha Om Athasapatnik Namaha Mahadevi Namaha. Right? Is that right? Okay. Om Stan Seshu Satsuyam Guna Visheshna Vishishtayam Shubha Punyatinam Atmana Shurti Smirit Paranam Tafara Prapiratam Om Masa Tumbasha Shem Starya Ayur Arogya Chaturved Purush Arata Siddhyartham Agni Krita Shri Sukta Paranokta Mantra Shadhyanan Avan Adi Shahuda Shopachare Om Kritant Shri Hanuman Devaya Namo Namah Om Kama Chapanchi Devata Kama Puja Karmam Tujastaparam Eva Devatam Om Karishye Hari Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Go ahead and place that down. My little point of education to all of you is, if you don't know your own book name or you don't know the book names of your family members, go ahead and do that, because it gets really awkward during Shraddh time if you're offering and you say, oh, Pepsi Namaha, like that's what his call name may be, or Coco Melon, I don't know. It's better to have the book name rather than those generic names. So if you don't know it, now's a good time. Go ahead and start. Go ask your parents, your grandparents, your aunts, uncles what those names may be. As we continue on with our puja, we now offer a seat for the devas to reside in. And I always tell one day in this mandir's lifetime, we will do a full puja where we offer 32 kalsas. Today we only have one. We've recognized over 32 devatas, so we should have 32 seats, but we only have one. So what we're going to do today is establish that one seat and offer that one seat for all the devatas. But before we can create that seat, just like you did before you sat down, we offer prayers to Prithvi Mata. We want to make sure we bless and sanctify the earth that they will reside on before we can invite all the devatas to come be here with us. Go ahead and just take that. Om Namo Namo Midhani Lokamata Urve Mahashaila Shila Dhare Namo Namo Dharani Lokadhatre Jagat Pratishtha Vasundhava Namostute. Om Agaksha Prithvi Devi Sthani Chatra Stirom Hava Yavata Pujam Karishyami Tavatvam Sanidhom Hava. Om Mahinyam Prithvi Chana Imam Yagyam Imikshitam Vipratanu Harim Bhi Om Shri Prithvi Devaya Namo Namah. Om Avahayami Stapayami Pujayami. Place your flower down right here on that same pond leaf. And then what you're going to do is touch just this space right here. That's the area that we're going to be placing the kalsa on. Bhurasi, Bhumirasi, Titarasi, Vishwanaya, Vishwasya, Bhuranasi, Dharatari, Prithvi, Chaprithvi, Drogam, Prithvi, Mamhigwam, Sihi. You're going to take some rice, place it down on that spot. Oh, here you go. Om Aushadhaya Samuna Tatsumena Zaharaja Yasmi Kurantni Brahmana Samrajan Parayamasi. Om. You're going to take the kalsa, you're going to place it down on that spot. Om Akaleshun Haviti Pavitri Partisan Shakti Partisan Shite Ukter Yagyeshwaradan He Om. We pour some Ganga Jal to invoke the 5 holy rivers, the 5 holy waters inside of the kalsa. Om Waranasyotam Paramasi, Waranasakam Sarajanisto, Waranasyasadanasi, Waranasyasadanamasi, Waranasyasadanama Sita. If you never remember the name of the 5 rivers, like one after the other, we say that prayer every week, even though we don't realize it. Om Gange Cha Jamuna Chewam Godavari Saraswati Nanamade Sindhu Kaveri Jalayasmin Sanidhi Kuru. The name of all 5 rivers is in that prayer. You're going to take this cotton ball, some powders on it. You're going to place it onto the neck of the kalsa. Om Gandadwaram Daradarasham Nitya Pushtam Karishinim Ishwarim Sarvabhutanam Tamaho Peva Ishriyam Om. You're going to place a supari on the inside. Om Yafalira Apala Apushpaya Chapushpani Brihaspati Prasatasanam Manchatum Hasaha Om. Om. Place a coin on the inside. Om Hiranya Garbasam Wadatangre Bhutasya Jatapati Rekahasi Sanadharam Prithvim Dhayamutmim Kasmi Deva Havisha Vidhema. Om Kalashi Devataya Bhyo Namo Namah. Decision has to be made. This one? This one? Look. Place that on the inside. Om Ashvatevo Nisharadam Paranivo Tishkira Go Bhaja Itkalasata Yatsanautam Purusham. See, this is why we need decision makers, because I would have been here for the next hour. Om. What I'll do is I'll hold it for now. I'll let you tie this on, and then after this we put the plate on. We'll put the plate on and I'll hold it in, please. Tie that around the neck. Om Yuvaswasa Parvit Ahagaksa Ushrayan Bhavati Jayamana Tam Dhirasa Kavaya Unayati Swadhomanasa Devayantaha Om. Place that in, and then you'll place this plate on the top of it. Om. Om Puranadavi Pararapata Sapurana Puranat Apata Vasnima Vikranavaha Ishamurajam Shatakrito. Om Kalashidevataye Bhionamam. Om Iti Kalasham Pratishtaya Payami Sakala Pujarati Akshatan Samarpayami. Go ahead and take the coconut in your hand, and you're just going to hold on to it. So, like I said, yeah, you pick it up. We've made one seat for 32 devas. Obviously, we can't offer 32 different devas one seat. So that coconut that you're holding in your hand represents its own little universe for the devatas to reside in. We're going to invoke the devatas into that universe, and after we invoke those devatas, then we'll offer them the seat. So you just hold on to that for a few prayers, and I'll let you know exactly when to put it on. Om Kandashasya Mukhe Vishnu Hante Rudra Samashrita Mulitasya Sito Brahma Madhe Matre Ganasmrita Om Kukshatu Sangraha Sarave Saptadvipa Vasundhara Rigvedutanya Jidaveda Samavedo Yatharavana Om Angescha Sahita Sarave Saptadvipa Vasundhara Rigvedutanya Jidaveda Samavedo Yatharavana Om Gangecha Jamuna Cheva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalayasmin Sanidhi Kuru Om Devadana Vasamvade Matyamane Mahodadao Urmupuru Sautara Kumbha Brahmana Cha Pratishtita Om Brahmana Niramathasvam Hi Mantri Reva Murtan Bhave Pratyami Chatvam Bhuvanchitar Tutadantu Dehi Me Om. Place the coconut on top of the kalsa. Om Dhathayami Brahmana Varnamanastana Shasta Yajna Manohavirbihi Ahila Manovanu Bhuryushavam Samanayu Pramoshihi Om Burvasvaha Varanaya Namaha Om Avahayami Samarpayami. Don't judge me. I always make it so that it sits upright. There we go. It's like if you're sitting in your own seat or somebody offers you a seat, you don't want to be low right in the entire time. Some people like that. I don't. So we make sure it's offered upright. So we've done our first 3 steps. We sent them the invitation. We welcome them into the mandir. We offer them a seat. The next step is to offer water for the devotees to bathe with. Now, obviously it's symbolic, right? It's a coconut. Coconut doesn't have feet. It doesn't have, well, it has eyes. It doesn't have hands. It doesn't have a mouth. But symbolically, we're going to offer water to wash those different parts of the body. So you're going to take the water and offer water to wash their feet for spadhyam. Om Bhurvasvaha Varanaya Namaha Om Padyam Samarpayami. We offer water to wash their hands next. Adigyam. Om Bhurvasvaha Varanaya Namaha Om Adigyam Samarpayami. We offer water for them to clean their mouth with. Achmanyam. Om Bhurvasvaha Varanaya Namaha Om Achmanyam Samarpayami. And then we offer water for the very top for the devotees to bathe with. Om Bhurvasvaha Varanaya Namaha Om Snanam Samarpayami. Our next step after we've bathed the devatas, just like, I think things vary from home to home, right? But after you take a shower, you put your clothes on. So we offer some clothing for the devatas to adorn themselves with. We also offer them a yagyopoit. A yagyopoit is really just a sacred thread. It signifies that you've moved on in your life from being a child to being a learned person, an adult. So we also make sure we offer that yagyopoit as well. If it can't fit up here, then you can place it down below as well. Om Bhurvasvaha Varanaya Namaha Om Vastra Yugmam Yagyopavitam Samarpayami. You know what the biggest difficulty about being bald is? This segues into something. Finding a nice hat, making sure my head stays moisturized, so my head starts to flake all the time. So after I take a shower, I've got to get stuff to make myself look pretty. I slather up my Aquaphor and I rub it on my head to make sure I shine and I don't look flaky in public. So we want to make sure that we're offering various things for the devatas so they don't look quote-unquote flaky in public. We offer the various powders to adorn them with. You're going to take the chandan first, offer it right here. Om Shri Kanda Chandanam Dibyam Gandidyam Sumuruharam Veliparam Sarashishtaha Chandaram Pratigrihitam. Good. You're going to take the Haridram next. You're going to place it right next to the chandan, but not on top. Om Hadaridram Kumkumam Cheva Sindurada Samanvitam Sabhagyam Sarvararam Haridram Samrapayami. We offer the kumkum next. Om Shri, right next to it, yep. Om Shri Kumkum Kamana Dibyam Kamana Kamba Sambhava Kumkumim Archita Deva Grihana Parameshwaram Om Sindaram Shobharam Raktam Sabhagyam Privaranam Shukaram Moksharam Sheva Sinduram Priti Grihitam. We offer them side by side because not all of the devas want the same powders. So we want to make sure we separate them so each deva can take each powder that they want. If we were doing it on a single murti, we would put them all on top of each other. But for this reason, we don't do that. We offer some rice next. We want to decorate the areas that the devatas reside in. You're going to sprinkle that on top. Om Bhurvasvaha Varanaya Namaha Om Akshatam Samrapayami. We offer some flowers for the devata as we continue to decorate. Om Bhurvasvaha Varanaya Namaha Om Pushpam Samrapayami. The rice and the flowers are very symbolic in terms of decoration, making sure that our Bedi looks nice. It's nice and beautiful for the devatas to reside in. We continue to decorate with the bilingual. So these are, again, more decorative powders. The other ones are more stylistic, but these are decorative. So you pinch it with your ring finger and your thumb, and you're just going to sprinkle it on top. Om Bhurvasvaha Varanaya Namaha Om Abhiram Om. And then the powder next. Gulalam Samarpayami. We offer some attar. It's perfume to make the devatas more. I'll wipe it on this finger. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't specific enough. Om Bhurbhuswaha Varunaya Namaha. Om Sugandhe Tel Samarpayami. Om. We take the incense next. We wave it around 3 times to make the environment around the devatas more fragrant. Om Manaspatiras Utpana Sugandhe Samarohara Agriya Sarodevanam Shri Rupoyam Pratingrihetam. We take the diya, we perform arti. Oh, yeah. Om Sajacham Varati Samyuktam Mohina Yugitam Maya Deepam Grihana Devasha Pralokya Timirapaham. We offer some humble. Om Naivedyam Grihadam Devam Bhaktim Chalap Guru Ipsitam Evaram Dehi Paratrahan Parangatim. And then we'll offer just some grapes. Om Idam Palamaya Deva Stapitam Puratastavate Namesa Palavaptir Bhoj Janmani Janmani. We're going to sprinkle some water around, offer some achmanya. Om Sarva Papa Haram Dibyam Gangayam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanamaya Raktim Grihitam Purushottamam. Om Bhurbhuswaha Varunaya Namaha. Om Achmanim Samarpayami. Did this get turned up? It did, right? Can you turn it down a little bit? Because when I start singing, it's going to be really loud. It's number 1. Test, 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 test. That's fine. That's fine. My singing voice is louder than whatever I do right now. Tambulam is for the devatas to cleanse their palate with. And again, I'll always say, the first time I ever tried this was when Elise had her house and I did the puja there. We made one for afterwards and I tried it. I can't tell you how much my nose burned afterwards. So it's a palate cleanser. I've heard some people say, I heard some people say it's like a dessert. I would say it's more of a palate cleanser. So we offer this for the devatas to cleanse their palate with. Om Bhurbhuswaha Varunaya Namaha. Om Pugifalam Samarpayami. And then we offer a coin or a gift for the devatas. Om Bhurbhuswaha Varunaya Namaha. Om Dakshinam Samarpayami. And then the last step that we're going to do, that was 15 steps. Our 16th and final step is to take a flower in our hands. And we're going to offer a final prarthana or final prayers to the devatas. Om Sita Siti Saritra Yatra Sangade Tatra Pulata Sudiva Mutpatanti Yeve Tanvam Vesrajanti Dhiratse Janasu Amrutatvam Bhajantae Om Talashikirti Mayusham Pragyamedam Shriyambalam Yogatam Papanimcha Punyam Vridimcha Sandhyaye Om Sarvatirattamayo Yasmat Sarvadeva Mayo Yata Atahari Prayosi Tvam Purana Kumbham Namostute Om Kalasha Devataya Bhyo Namaha Om Sakala Puratate Akshatan Samarpayami Iti Kalasha Pujanam. You're going to take your flowers, place them in front of the kalsa. And then the next step we're going to take is after we've made that permanent installation, we've invoked the devatas to reside with us and continuously give us blessings as we perform our puja. We want to make sure that they're residing in a constant source of light. God forbid an eclipse happens. I'm pretty sure there's not one scheduled for today. But if that's the case, light goes out. That diya won't go out though. So we're going to take the lighter and light this diya to have a constant source of light for the devatas to reside in. Om. Yep, that's lit. Om Bodhi Patam Brahmarupam Annakaranivaraka Imamaya Kritam Bhujagrahana Tejaparvaradhaya Om Dibebyo Namaham. Our next step is that we've established these places on the Vedi for the devatas to reside and for there to be a constant source of light. Now we want to establish a place where we can make consistent offerings. And we do that by creating our Hawan Kund and establishing Agni to Devataya. But before that, we need somebody there to maintain that Hawan Kund to make sure it doesn't go out. And that's where our Brahma comes in. There's a big story about it as to why we don't specifically do a Lord Brahma puja, but it's still required for Lord Brahma to be present when we perform our puja. So this is no longer Vishal. This is Brahma. So we invoke Brahma over there. You're going to take a flower and some rice. Just a pinch, but on top of his head. Om Namostwayantaya Sahasra Muratne Sahasra Barakshi Shiroru Bhave Sahasra Ramne Purusha Shashvate Sahasra Koti Yugini Dharane Namaham. You offer some chandan just for his forehead. Om Shrikanda Chandanam Dibyam Gandidyam Sumaroharam Vele Paramasurashishta Chandanam Priti Rehetam. Did you have a specific dakshina for the Brahma? Okay. Om Hiranyagarbha Garbhashtam Hema Bija Vivavaso Ananta Punya Falaram Tadha Shantim Prayachame Om Yata Chaturmako Brahma Saro Erhachara Prabhu Tattatvam Mama Yakmayasmin Brahma Bhavadvijotamam Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. We now invoke a space for Agni Devatai to reside in, so we go ahead and light the Hawan Kund. Om Agni Mile Purohitam Yagyasya Devamritvajam Hotaram Ratnadhatamam Agni Devaya Namaham Om Tvam Mukham Sarvadevanam Saptachir Vidhiyate Agakche Bhagavan Agni Yagyasmin Sanidham Bhava Om Agni Devatai Namo Namaham Om Dhyana Hriyanam Avahanam Asanam Samrapayami. We're going to perform the same exact steps. So you're going to take this lota of water. You're going to sprinkle it around 3 times. Om Agni Devatai Namo Namaham Om Padyam Om Arigyam Om Achmanim Samarapayami. You sprinkle it around once more for bathing. Om Agni Devatai Namo Namaham Om Snanam Samarapayami. Place this inside of the Hawan Kund. Om Agni Devatai Namo Namaham Om Vastar Yugmam Om Yagyopavitam Samarpayami. Om Agni Devatai Namo Namaham. Place this on the inside of the Hawan Kund as well. Om Gandam Samarpayami. Om, we put some rice on the inside. Om Agni Devatai Namo Namaham Om Akshatam Samarpayami. Take a yellow flower, put it on the inside. Om, actually, sorry, not on the inside, but on the outside, like right on the handle. Om Agni Devatai Namo Namaham Om Pushpam Samarpayami. Om, we take the incense, wave it around 3 times. Om Agni Devatai Namo Namaham Om Dhupam Samarpayami. Om, perform Arti next. Om Agni Devatai Namo Namaham Om Deepam Samarpayami. Om, place that on the inside. Om Agni Devatai Namo Namaham Om Naivedyam Om Akandaritu Phalam Samrapayami. We sprinkle water around. Om Agni Devatai Namo Namaham Om Achmanim Samarpayami. Om Agni Devatai Namo Namaham Om Pugi Phalam Om Dakshinam. So place the tambulam on the inside, but place the coin by the flower. Om Pugifalam Om Dakshinam Samarpayami. Om. And then from this point on, we're not going to say a final offering for Agni Devataya, but rather we're going to start making offerings. The appropriate way to do a puja is you do a specific puja, then you make some offerings. You do another puja, you make some offerings. So we start those offerings rather than doing our final prayers. So Vishal will take some ghee, just offer it on the inside. Om Prajapate Swaha Iram Prajapati Iram Namama Om Indraya Swaha Iram Indraya Iram Namama Om Aganaye Swaha Iram Aganaye Iram Namama Om Somaya Swaha Iram Somaya Iram Namama Om Bhu Swaha Iram Aganaye Iram Namama Om Bhua Swaha Iram Vayo Iram Namama Om Swaha Swaha Iram Suryaya Iram Namama Achmanyam. Om Yathabhan Pradharanam Kavacham Varakam Bhavet Tandevu Parhatanam Shantir Bhavati Varika. Hari Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Prem se Bolo Agni Devata ki Jai. At this point, devotees, I've pretty much told you everything that we've done up front. We know how to do a full 16-step puja. I'm not going to rehash that today. We'll rehash that in another puja at some other point in time. But as we continue up with our pujas up front, I ask that the Kirtan group offer some bhajans. We have ones for Lord Ganesh, for Mother Gauri, Mahalakshmi Mata, for the Navgraha Devata, and if we're still performing puja and you still need to do songs, you can start singing songs for either Lord Rama, Mother Sita, or Hanuman Swami.
Jai Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh Deva. Mata Jake Parvati Pita Mahadeva. Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh Deva. Mata Jake Parvati Pita Mahadeva. एक दंत दयावंत चार भुजाधारी माथे पतलक सोहे मूस के सवारी पान चरे फूल चरे और चरे मेवा नदवन का भोग लगे संत करे सेवा जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा अंधन को आँख देत कुरियन को काया अंधन को आँख देत कुरियन को काया भंजन का पुत्र देत निर्जन को माया भंजन का पुत्र देत निर्जन को माया सूर श्याम शरण आए सफल की जय सेवा माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा
जय नारायणी जय जय दुर्गे जय जय अम्बे नमो नमः जय नारायणी जय जय दुर्गे जय जय अम्बे नमो नमः जय 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 दुर्गे जय जय अम्बे नमो नमः तेरा पावन सिमरन करके अंतर में सुख भर आता तेरा पावन सिमरन करके सुख भर आता रोम रोम में प्रेम तिहारा मन में भर मनंतर में मंत्र बनो तुम, जीवन में गुंजारो माँ। मनंतर में मंत्र बनो तुम, जीवन में गुंजारो माँ। जन्म जन्म के संतापों को तेज से अपने जला दो माँ। जय रुद्राणी जय जय दुर्गे, जय जय अम्बे नमो नमः। जय नारायणी जय जय दुर्गे, जय जय अम्बे नमो नमः। मंगल साथी देने वाले, मन वांछित फल बरसाए। मंगल साथी देने वाले, मन वांछित फल बरसाए। द्वार तिहारे आँखें मैया, कोई खाली ना जाए। जय ब्रह्माणी जय जय दुर्गे, जय जय अम्बे नमो नमः। जय नारायणी जय जय दुर्गे, जय जय अम्बे नमो नमः। ध्यान भजन हम निस दिन करके, मन में जपते नाम वे माँ। ध्यान भजन हम निस दिन करके, मन में जपते नाम वे माँ। शरण परेगा एक सहारा, मैया तेरे चरण कमल। जय शिवानी जय जय दुर्गे, जय जय अम्बे नमो नमः। जय नारायणी जय जय दुर्गे, जय जय अम्बे नमो नमः। जय जय अम्बे नमो नमः। जय जय अम्बे नमो नमः।
चीर के चाहती बोले अपने चीर के चाहती बोले अपने पवन पुत्र हनुमान बोलो पवन पुत्र हनुमान मेरे मन में बसे है राम मेरे तन में बसे है राम मेरे मन में बसे है राम मेरे तन में बसे है राम सीता हरण किया रावण में प्रभु जी के अगुलाए सीता हरण किया रावण में प्रभु जी के अगुलाए हनुमान में सीता जी को हनुमान में सीता जी को प्रभु संदेश सुनाए प्रभु संदेश सुनाए मेरे मन में बसे है राम मेरे तन में बसे है राम लगी लक्ष्मण जी को शक्ति देख प्रभु घबराए दौड़ती पहले हनुमान जी दौले घेर ले आए उठ बैठे लक्ष्मण जी लेकर उठ बैठे लक्ष्मण जी लेकर श्री राम का नाम बोलो पवन पुत्र हनुमान मेरे मन में बसे है राम मेरे तन में बसे है राम मेरे मन में बसे है राम मेरे तन में बसे है राम चीर के चाहती बोले अपने चीर के चाहती बोले अपने पवन पुत्र हनुमान ओ बोलो पवन पुत्र हनुमान मेरे मन में बसे है राम मेरे तन में बसे है राम मेरे मन में बसे है राम मेरे तन में बसे है राम जय 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 हनुमान 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 जय 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 हनुमान
आये नमः सूर्य देवता आये नमः
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 चंद्रमा देवता आये नमः
देवताय नमः
भाम देवता आय नमः
वामदेवताय नमः
बोध्य देवताय नमः
बुद्धदेवताय नमः
बृहस्पति देवताय नमः
बृहस्पति देवताय नमः
शुक्र देवताय नमः
शुक्रदेवताय नमः
शनिश्चर देवताय नमः
शनिश्चर देवताय नमः
राहु देवताय नमः
राहु देवताय नमः
केतु देवताय नमः
केतु देवताय नमः
आय नमः सूर्य 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 देवताय नमः
आदि देवताय नमः
आदि देवताय नमः
सूर्य देवताय नमः
सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सजाई सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सजाई दुर्योधन को मेवाता को दुर्योधन को मेवाता को सब दूर प्रेम लगाई सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सजाई सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सजाई छूते पाय शबरी के पाए छूते शबरब की के खाई बहुबेरी प्रेम लगाई सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सजाई सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सजाई प्रेम के बसर जून रति को प्रेम के बसर जून रति को भूल गए चतुराई सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सजाए सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सजाए सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सजाई ऐसे प्रीत बरी वृंदावन ऐसे प्रीत बरी वृंदावन गोपनी नाच आई सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सजाई सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सजाई सूर दुराई से लायक नाई सूर सबसे ऊंची, प्रेम सच्चाई सबसे ऊंची, प्रेम सच्चाई सबसे ऊंची, प्रेम सच्चाई। हरे रामा राम रामा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम रामा हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे।
प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो, प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो, राम 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 श्री राम राम राम। प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो, राम 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 श्री राम राम राम। पाप कते दुख मिटे लेते राम नाम, पाप कते दुख मिटे लेते राम नाम। बहु समुद्र सुख दानावे एक मुदित मन से कहो राम 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 श्री राम 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 माता पिता बंधु सखा सभी राम नाम माता पिता बंधु सखा सभी राम नाम भक्त जनन जीवन दान एक राम नाम भक्त जन जीवन दान एक राम नाम राम 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 श्री राम 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 प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो राम 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 श्री राम 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 प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो राम 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 श्री राम 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 श्री राम 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 श्री राम 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 श्री राम राम राम
Are you getting practice, Mom? ओम प्रेम से बोलो गणेश भगवान की जय प्रेम से बोलो गौरी माता की जय प्रेम से बोलो लक्ष्मी माता की जय प्रेम से बोलो नवग्रह देवता की जय. Devotees, before we commence with our Hanuman Swami puja, I set everything up there intentionally as I did because for Hanuman Swami, he's the greatest devotee. Nobody can beat him, but the greatest devotee of Bhagwan Shri Ram. So for him to be placed at the feet of Bhagwan Shri Ram as we worship Hanuman Swami is a big grace. It's a big blessing for him. But before we offer our pujas to Hanuman Swami, it is a boon, and it is mentioned in the Sri Ram Charitamanas that we must offer prayers to Lord Rama and to Mother Sita first before we commence with our pujas to Hanuman Swami. So may we all join together as we offer our prayers to Lord Rama and to Mother Sita. Om Ramam Ramujam Sitam Bharatam Bharatanujam Sugrivamayun Cha Pranamami Puna Puna Om Dakshanye Lakshmano Yasya Vamecha Janakatmaja Purato Marutyasya Tam Vande Raghunandanam Hari Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. प्रेम से बोलो श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय प्रेम से बोलो सीता माता की जय. Before I go on and commence with Hanuman Swami Puja, today is known as Hanuman Jayanti for a very specific reason. It's known as the birth time of Lord Hanuman, or Hanuman Swami. And there's a big story that goes on behind this, and I want to make sure that we understand the story first. So for those of you who may have watched the for those of you who may have watched the Ram Navami service from last Sunday, you know that Raja Dasrath, along with his wives, performed a puja, and at the end of the puja, there was a lota, or a container that emerged from that puja that was fed to his wives to allow them to have children. But what happened to that lota? That's the question. She knows exactly what happened to that lota. So in the middle of that puja, after the lota and after the sweet inside of the lota was separated amongst all of the wives, that lota magically picked up and flew off on its own. Does a lota just pick up and fly off on its own typically? Yeah, you smart boy. Smart conditions, yeah, class 5 hurricane, sure. But in this case, there was divine intervention. Vayuputra, the god of the wind, collected that lota and he moved it over the lands to a specific couple. Now I'm going to take you back because the story of Hanuman Swami's parents predates the story of Lord Ram's parents. Lord Hanuman, or Hanuman Swami's mother's name, was Anjana. Anjana was known as an Apsara. An Apsara is really a divine maiden of the heavens. And I want you to hear this story because just because somebody is from the heavens doesn't necessarily mean they make the right choices. So don't assume that just because somebody is good, they make the right choices. I make the wrong choices all the time and I'm a pundit, right? So a heavenly maiden comes down from the humble abode to earth. And she's flying over the forest, and what does she see inside of the forest? But a gnome, cute little monkey. Can you imagine this? Capuchin chimp style monkey just sitting down and praying. Now, don't look at me. I'm not a cute little monkey, but a cute little monkey sitting down and praying. So what does she think is going to be funny to do to this little monkey while he's praying? She thinks it's going to be funny to throw rocks at him. She thinks it's going to be funny to disturb a creature who, while so cute, is in deep concentration and focus and devotion to the Lord. So she starts throwing things at the monkey to disturb the monkey on purpose. The monkey doesn't get bothered at first. I wouldn't get bothered at first. If somebody came up and squirted me with a squirt gun once, I'd be fine. Twice, third time, I'm letting loose. So she does it a few times, and that monkey gets furious, hops up, looks her straight in the eye, and then he transforms. That monkey was actually a great rishi, a great sage, who was sitting down trying to perform his penance to Bhagwan. And he was furious with this maiden from heaven. So he looked at her in his fury. And we talk about anger all the time. Anger is one of those gates of hell. It leads us straight to hell because it causes us to do things that are negative to other people. He cursed Anjana. And he said that from this point on, since you think it's so fun to make fun of a monkey, I'm going to make you a monkey yourself. And there's only one way that you can lift this curse. There's only one way that you can remove this boon from you. You must bear a child, and that child must have the essence of Bhagwan Shiva. That's the only way. Now, if I cursed you right now and I said you have to give birth to God, do you think that's going to be really easy? Absolutely not. There's divine instances and circumstances that have to be performed. So distraught, Anjana is now on earth, and she has to go find a place to live. She hasn't been on earth. She's a maiden of heaven. She ends up entering into a kingdom of beings that exist in the form of monkeys. And in that kingdom, she meets somebody very specific. This person's name is Keshari. Keshari was one of the greater generals of the Vanar kingdom. He was known for his strength, he was known for his power, he was known for his leadership and his sound intelligence. Over time, the two of them begin to fall in love, day by day, end by end. But ultimately, instead of living by the battlefield or living in rule of command, they decided to live by an ashram that was dedicated to Lord Shiva. And so over time, Anjana and Keshari decided that they would sit down and perform their Lord Shiva puja. They didn't chant Lord Shiva's names 108 times. That's what we say to do, but that's the short version. They didn't do it 1,008 times. They did it 1,000,008 times. Over the course of years, they prayed to Lord Shiva. To the point where Lord Shiva appeared in front of them and granted them the boon that says that your child, the child that you bear, will contain my essence. It was at this point Lord Shiva had a conversation with some of the other devas. One in specific that says that these beings here need to bear my child. I need you to assist in helping them create that child. That was none other than Vayuputra. He asked him to take that kulsa that he knew was being prepared that day and fly it over for her to consume. So she's sitting down doing her prayers. She's offering her abhishek to Lord Shiva. And what falls out of the sky into her hands as she offers her water and it empties out? Nothing but that lota that's filled with the rest of the sweets that the mothers, that Lord Rajadashrat's wives had consumed. It fell into her hands as she finished her Lord Shiva puja. She saw this as a divine blessing. A golden lota falls out of the sky with prasad in it after you perform a puja. Wouldn't you eat it? It'd be a little sus. I will say that. But it's a divine blessing. She consumes that, and not but a short time later, she's pregnant. She's pregnant. Ultimately, 1 week after the birth of Lord Ram, and some time later, none other than Hanuman Swami was born to Anjana and to Keshari. Now, keep in mind, her boon was that after she gave birth to this child, she would no longer be in that monkey form. She relieved her monkey form and decided to go back to the heavens to spread the good word and to continue to worship as somebody from the heavens should. Keshari, her father, spent the entire time raising Hanuman Swami, a very mischievous young little honor. But Hanuman Swami was known to have great powers. Anybody want to tell me what incarnation of Lord Shiva he was, or what level? It was the 11th. The 11th incarnation of Lord Shiva. had such great powers that there was a boon put on him that he had to forget his powers until he was reminded that he had him. Such was the greatness of Hanuman Swami. The most devout of us in Sanatana Dharma. The most wonderful of us for Sanatana Dharma. Out of all the devas that exist, you see all of them here. There's only one Murti up here that still resides on this earthly plane, and that is Hanuman Swami. It says that he'll be here with us, beside us, behind us, amongst us, supporting us until when the name of Lord Ram has ceased to be chanted on this world. So, even though we have Murtis there, I want you to physically feel like Hanuman Swami is here. Because that feeling that you have in your hearts, that devotion you have in your souls, will manifest as a physical attribute in front of you. So at this time, devotees, I want you all to join together with me. Go ahead and clasp your hands and close your eyes. And take some time to focus on that form of Hanuman Swami. Try to collect your energy to have him here present with us today. Make sure you sit very relaxed, very comfortably, and join together with me as we send our invitation to Hanuman Swami, as we welcome him into the mandir, and as we offer him a seat so we may perform puja unto him. Om Hanumate Namaha. Om Anjani Nandanai Rama Janaki Shukanashanam Kapishimakshahantara Vannilankam Bhayankaram Om Tulti Maladhama Hem Shaila Banheham Nanu Jawana Krishnanu Yani Namagriganyam Sakala Gunanidhanam Manara Namarisham Raghupati Priyam Bhaktam Bhat Jatam Namam Om Magache Hanumana Mahaprabhu Sthani Chakra Stiro Bhava Yavat Pujam Karishyami Tavatvam Sanidobha Om Asya Prana Prachishtantu Asya Prana Kshantarucha Asya Devtamarachi Mamayeti Kasacham Om Deva Deva Maharaja Trishwara Prajapati Asadam Diyami Shanam Grihana Parameshwaram Hari Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Om Hanumate Namo Namah Om Dhyanati Dhyanam Avahanam Asanam Samarpayami. Your first step is you're going to take that loto of water and you're going to offer water to wash his feet with. We perform Padya. Om Hanumate Namaha. Om Ushnotakam Niramalam Cha Sarva Saugandha Samyuktam Padiprakshara Narataya Takam Te Pratigriheyatam. Offer water to wash his hands next. Sarigam. Om Griha Grihanadeyosya Vanna Pushpa Kshate Saha Tarunam. Yeah, move that Dia. I keep singing it, I'm part of my Om Karanam Kurumedeva Grihana Rigyanam Vastune. Offer water to wash his mouth. Achmanim. Om Sarvati Ratasama Yuktam Subhandi Niramalam Janam Achamitam Mayadakam Grihana Rigyanam Vastune. Om Hanumate Namo Namah Om Padyam Argyam Achmanim Samarepayami. There should be a bottle of Ganga Jal over there. It should have a blue cap on it. You're going to use that? Use the rest of the bottle and bathe Hanuman Swami with that Ganga Jal. Om Gomati Shitalam Niram Ganga Yamuna Sagaram Sanam Sadakaram Niram Jalam Sarvatiratakam. There should be a lota with some panchamrit in it. We offer that to bathe Hanuman Swami with. Om Payodhi Madhu Yuktam Sharkara Grita Samyuktam Panchamrita Snanam Cha Mahavira Sadam Haveta. Om Hanumate Namo Namah Om Alaparka Shasanam Panchamrita Sanam Samarpayami. You're going to take the clean water, you'll wash him off, and then we're going to take these paper towels, we'll dry him off as well. Dang it. Om Nikanya Surari Sarva Papam Haram Shubham Darinam Kalpitam Deva Snanaratam Pratigrehetam Om Hanumate Namo Namah Om Shrodhak Snanam Samarpayam Jai Jai Hanumana Jai Hanumana Jai Jai Hanumana Jai Hanumana
Jai Jai Hanumana, Jai Hanumana, Jai Jai Hanumana, Jai Hanumana,
Jai Jai Hanumana Jai Hanumana Jai Jai Hanumana Jai Hanumana
Jai Jai Hanumana, Jai Hanumana, Jai Jai Hanumana, Jai Hanumana,
Jai Jai Hanumana Jai Hanumana Jai Jai Hanumana Jai Hanumana
Jai Jai Hanumana, Jai Hanumana, Jai Jai Hanumana, Jai Hanumana,
Jai Jai Hanumana Jai Hanumana Jai Jai Hanumana Jai Hanumana
Jai Jai Hanumana, Jai Hanumana,
If you have clothing, you can offer his clothing to him.
Jai Hanumana,
Jai Jai Hanumana Jai Hanumana Jai Jai Hanumana Jai Hanumana Sarvosharike Sumye Lukhalajjani Varene Mayopabharite Bhuvyam Vasasi Pratigreyatam Jai Jai Hanumana Jai Hanumana Hanumana Jai Hanumana
Jai Jai Hanumana, Jai Hanumana, Jai Jai Hanumana, Jai Hanumana,
Jai Jai Hanumana Jai Hanumana Jai Jai Hanumana Jai Hanumana
Jai Jai Hanumana, Jai Hanumana,
Offer a young
Jai
yoke.
Jai
Yeah.
Hanumana, Jai Hanumana,
Navam Vishtan Bhumi Yutak Trigunam Devatamayam Upavitam Mayadakam Grihana Paramishwaram Jai Jai Hanumana Jai Hanumana Jai Jai Hanumana Jai Hanumana
Jai Jai Hanumana, Jai Hanumana, Jai Jai Hanumana, Jai Hanumana,
Jai Jai Hanumana Jai Hanumana Jai Jai Hanumana Jai Hanumana
Jai Jai Hanumana, Jai Hanumana, Jai Jai Hanumana, Jai Hanumana,
Jai Jai Hanumana Jai Hanumana Jai Jai Hanumana Jai Hanumana
Jai Jai Hanumana, Jai Hanumana, Jai Jai Hanumana, Jai Hanumana,
Jai Jai Hanumana Jai Hanumana Jai Jai Hanumana Jai Hanumana
Jai Jai Hanumana,
We offer chandan and of the various powders.
Jai Jai Hanumana, Jai Hanumana,
Shri Khanda Chandanam Divyam Khanda सौन्दर्यं सुमनोहरं वेलिपरं सुरशिष्टः चन्दनं प्रतिगृहेयतं हरिद्रनिर्मतं येवा सौभाग्यं सुखसम्भर अथ स्वं पूजयिष्यामि गृहान् परमेश्वरं कुङ्कुमं कामनादिव्यं कामनाकम्बसम्भवा कुङ्कुमे मर्चितो देवा गृहान् परमेश्वरं सिन्धूरं हेम सौभाग्यं सुगन्धितैलमिश्रितं चर्चितो वीरसर्वाङ्गे मङ्गलं फलदायकं जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान 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 जय हनुमान. I'm going to speed it up just a little bit. जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान 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 अक्षतश्च सुराश्रिष्टा कुङ्कुमत्ता सुशोभिता मया निवेदितोमज्ञान गृहान् परमेश्वरं जय जय हनुमान. Flowers next. Flowers.
जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान
जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान. मालिकादि सुगन्धिनी मालत्यादिनि वे प्रभु माया हृतानि पूजार्थं पुष्पाणि प्रतिगृहेयतं जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान. तुलसी हेमा रूपं च रत्नरूपं च मञ्जरीं भवं मोक्षं प्रदाम्यम् अर्पयामि हरिं प्रियं जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान 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 जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान. चंपका शुकवकुल मालधीरुगरादिभिः वास्तिकं स्निग्धराहेतुं ताल्यं च गृहेयतं जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान. वनस्पतिरसोत्पन्ना सुगन्ध्यादो मनोहर आग्र्यं सर्वदेवानां भूपोऽयं प्रतिगृहेयतं जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान. साचं च गरति संयुक्तं वहिनायुगितं मया दीपं गृहाणि देवेश त्रालोक्यतिमिरापहं जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान
जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान
जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान
जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान
शर्करघृत संयुक्तं मधुरं स्वदुचोत्तमं गोपार्हं समायुतं नैवेद्यं प्रतिगृह्यतं इदं फलं मया नैव स्थापितं पुरुतस्तव तेन मे सफलावाप्तेन भवेज्जन्मनि जन्मनि जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान
जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान
जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान
जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान
जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान
जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान
जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान
जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान
जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान
जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान
जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान
जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान
जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान
जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान
जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान
जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान
जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान
जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान
सर्वतीर्थ समायुक्तं सुगन्धि निर्मलं जलम् आचमया मया दत्तं प्रसीद परमेश्वर water mana jay Hanuman water
Mana
Did you offer water,
Jai
though? After the food, did you offer
Hanuman.
water?
जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान
जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान
जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान
हिरण्यगर्भगर्भस्थं हेमबीजं विभावसौ अनन्तपुण्यफलदं तथा शान्तिं प्रयच्छ मे जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान
जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान
Everyone together. Jai Jai Hanuman, Jai Hanuman, Jai Jai Hanuman, Jai Hanuman.
जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान
Jai Jai Hanuman,
जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान
At this time, devotees, for those of you who are desirous of performing your Hanuman Swami puja, I ask that you come forth to perform that puja. You'll offer some gandham, which is just some powder. We have a diya for you to perform arti. And then if you have prasad or clothing or anything else you want to offer, you can offer it at that time. While devotees are coming off to perform your puja to Hanuman Swami, I ask that we continuously chant either bhajans to Lord Hanuman Swami or the Hanuman Chalisa.
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधार बरनो रघुवर बिमल जस जो दायक फल चार बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु हरहु कलेश विकार जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर राम दूत तुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमत निवार सुमत के संगी कंचन बरन बिराज सुवेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा बिराजे कांधे मूज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को जीवन लखन जियाए, श्री रघुवीर हर्ष उर लाए। रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई, तुम मम प्रिय भरत संभाई। सहस्र बदन तुम्हरो जस गावे, अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे। सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा, नारद सारद सहित ईसा। यम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते, कवि कोविद कहि सकै कहाते। तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा, राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा। तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना, लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना। युग सहस्त्र योजन पर भानु, लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानु। प्रभु मुद्रिका मिल मुख माही, जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाहि। दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते, सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते। राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे, होत न आज्ञा बिन पैसारे। सब सुख रहे तुम्हारी शरणा, तुम रक्षक काहो को डरना। आपन तेज समारो आपे, तीनों लोक हाथ के कापे। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। नासै रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा। संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम बचन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों युग परताप तुम्हारा, है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता, असबर दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुम्हरे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। अंत काल रघुवरपुर जाए, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता चित्त न धरे, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करे। संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बल बीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा तुलसीदास सदा हरि छेरा की जयनाथ हृदय महादेरा की जयनाथ हृदय महादेरा पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रो राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसो सुरभू सिया भज राम चंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय।
पेगी हरो हनुमान महाप्रभु जो कुछ संकट कोई हमारो कौन सा संकट मोर गरीब को जो तुमसे नहीं जाते तारो। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो महाराज। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो महाराज। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो महाराज। तन में तुम्हारे शक्ति विराजे मन भक्ति से बीना। तन में तुम्हारे शक्ति विराजे मन भक्ति से बीना। जो जन तुम्हारे शरण में आए जो जन तुम्हारे शरण में आए दुख दर हर लीना। हनुमत दुख दर हर लीना। महावीर प्रभु हम दुखियन तुमको बरी नवाज। हनुमत तुमको बरी नवाज हनुमत। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो महाराज। राम लखन वे देहि तुम पर सदा रहे हर्षाए। राम लखन वे देहि तुम पर सदा रहे हर्षाए। हीरे चीर से राम सिया का हीरे चीर से राम सिया का दर्शन दिया कराजे। हनुमत दर्शन दिया कराजे। दुख जो अरज हनुमंता कोई प्रभु से आज। हनुमत कोई प्रभु से आज। हनुमत जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो महाराज। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो महाराज।
जय 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 हनुमान, जय 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 हनुमान, जय 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 हनुमान, जय 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 हनुमान। जय सिया राम, जय जय हनुमान, जय सिया राम, जय जय हनुमान। मन तू जप ले हरि का नाम, मन तू जप ले हरि का नाम। बिगड़ी बनाएंगे हनुमान, बिगड़ी बनाएंगे हनुमान। दया करेंगे सीताराम, दया करेंगे सीताराम। जय सिया राम, जय जय हनुमान, जय सिया राम, जय जय हनुमान। मन तू जप ले हरि का नाम, मन तू जप ले हरि का नाम। जय 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 हनुमान, जय 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 हनुमान, जय 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 हनुमान, जय 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 हनुमान। जगतपति श्री राम हमारे, मंगल भवन अमंगल धारे। लक्ष्मी स्वरूपा सीता माता, सेवक हनुमत है त्रिपुरारी, सेवक हनुमत है त्रिपुरारी। भक्त जनों के है भगवान, भक्त जनों के है भगवान। मन तू जप ले हरि का नाम, मन तू जप ले हरि का नाम। जय सिया राम, जय जय हनुमान, जय सिया राम, जय जय हनुमान। मन तू जप ले हरि का नाम, मन तू जप ले हरि का नाम। जय 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 हनुमान, जय 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 हनुमान, जय 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 हनुमान, जय 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 हनुमान। जय 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 हनुमान, जय 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 हनुमान, जय 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 हनुमान, जय 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 हनुमान।
मंगल मूर्ति राम दुलारे, आन परायब तेरे द्वारे। हे बजरंग बली हनुमान, हे महावीर करो कल्याण, हे महावीर करो कल्याण। मंगल मूर्ति राम दुलारे, आन परायब तेरे द्वार। कृपा निधान मंगल मूर्ति राम दुलारे तेरे द्वारे जो भी आया खाली नहीं कोई लौटाया तेरे द्वारे जो भी आया खाली नहीं कोई लौटाया दुर्गम काज बनावन हारे दुर्गम काज बनावन हारे मंगल में दीजो वरदान मंगल में दीजो वरदान मंगल मूर्ति राम दुलारे तेरा सुमिरन हनुमत बीरा नासै रोग हरे सब पीरा तेरा सुमिरन हनुमत बीरा नासै रोग हरे सब पीरा राम लखन सीता मन बसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया शरण पड़ेगा कीजय ध्यान शरण पड़ेगा कीजय ध्यान मंगल मूर्ति राम दुलारे आन पड़ायब तेरे द्वारे हे बजरंग बली हनुमान हे महावीर करो कल्याण हे महावीर करो कल्याण करो कल्याण करो कल्याण बोलो सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली की 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 केसरी नंदन बलिदारी की केसरी नंदन बलिदारी की मारुति नंदन उपकारी की मारुति नंदन उपकारी की आओ करे सेवाज पवन सुत महाबली की आओ करे सेवाज पवन सुत महाबली की बोलो सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली की अपने कपीश को मन में बसा के अपने कपीश को मन में बसा के निष्कर पूजन दर पे आके निष्कर पूजन दर पे आके आओ शरण सुबह शाम पवन सुत महाबली की आओ शरण सुबह शाम पवन सुत महाबली की बोलो सदा जयकार पवन सुत महाबली की संकट मोचन नाम जो ध्यावे संकट मोचन नाम जो ध्यावे फिर हनुमान अति बलवान राम राम रसिया रे हे प्रभु मन बसिया रे फिर हनुमान अति बलवान राम राम रसिया रे हे प्रभु मन बसिया रे जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम फिर हनुमान अति बलवान राम राम रसिया रे हे प्रभु मन बसिया रे रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम फिर हनुमान अति बलवान राम राम रसिया रे हे प्रभु मन बसिया रे जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम फिर हनुमान अति बलवान राम राम रसिया रे हे प्रभु मन बसिया रे फिर हनुमान अति बलवान राम राम रसिया रे हे प्रभु मन बसिया रे हे प्रभु मन बसिया रे हे प्रभु मन बसिया रे
I think Lord.
चले हनुमान यहाँ आए श्री राम जी के धून मचाए चले हनुमान यहाँ आए श्री राम जी के धून मचाए ऐसे धून मचाए ऐसे धून मचाए सुनकर आए रघुराई श्री राम जी के धून मचाए सुनकर आए रघुराई श्री राम जी के धून मचाए चले हनुमान यहाँ आए श्री राम जी के धून मचाए सीता राम नाम धून ऐसे मचाए सीता राम नाम धून ऐसे मचाए सुनकर आए रघुराई श्री राम जी के धून मचाए सुनकर आए रघुराई श्री राम जी के धून मचाए चले हनुमान यहाँ आए श्री राम जी के धून मचाए भक्त जनों का घर पवन करवा आओ आओ ने रघुराई श्री राम जी के धून
जी के धून मचाए। दास जनों की यही विनती, चरण कमल बलहारी श्री राम जी के धून मचाए। चरण कमल बलहारी श्री राम जी के धून मचाए। चले हनुमान यहाँ आए, श्री राम जी के धून मचाए। धून मचाए ऐसे धून मचाए, धून मचाए ऐसे धून मचाए। सुनकर आए रघुराए, श्री राम जी के धून मचाए। चले हनुमान यहाँ आए, श्री राम जी के धून मचाए। धून मचाए, धून मचाए।
मेरी सुन लो मारुति नंदन, काटो मेरी दुख बंधन। हे महावीर बजरंगी, तुम ही कहते दुख भंजन। मेरी सुन लो मारुति नंदन, काटो मेरी दुख बंधन। हे महावीर बजरंगी, तुम ही कहते दुख भंजन। मुझ पर भी करुणा करना, मैं आय शरण तुम्हारी। मैं जोड़े हाथ खड़ा हूँ, तेरे दर का बना भिखारी। तुम सबसे पार बंधारे, मैं पानी तुम हो चंदन। हे महावीर बजरंगी, तुम ही कहते दुख भंजन। मेरी सुन लो मारुति नंदन, काटो मेरी दुख बंधन। हे महावीर बजरंगी, तुम कहते दुख बंधन। तेरे नाम पता दुनिया में, सब है तेरे गुण गाए। इस जग के सब नर नारी, चरणों में शीश नवाए। कर पाँव से पार मुझे भी, हे बाबा संकट मोचन। महावीर बजरंगी, तुम ही कहते दुख भंजन। मेरी सुन लो मारुति नंदन, काटो मेरी दुख बंधन। हे महावीर बजरंगी, तुम ही कहते दुख भंजन। बाबा हनुमान गोसाई, जब वीर परे बातों पे, तूने करे सहाय। वीरन करहे दुहाई, प्रभु दे
As we set up for our Havan, I ask that you all join together with me as we offer our final prarthana, or our final praise to Hanuman Swami. Om Hanumate Namaha. Om Manojavam Malkatulyavegham Jitendriyam Buddhimatam Varishtham Vathatmajam Vanarayuthamukyam Shri Ramadutam Sharanam Prapadhe. Shri Ramadutam Sharanam Prapadhe. Hari Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Om Prem se Bolo Hanuman Swami ki Jai. Devotees ask that we all join together now as we commence with our final Havan. We're going to offer just the ghee to start off with, not the samagri yet, but just the ghee. Om Tvannu Agni Varanasya Vidvan Deva Sirovya Shishishnaha Yajishta Vahini Tamosha Shuchana Vishwadveshan Pramamudhyasmat Swaha Iram Agni Varanaya Bhanniranamama Om Sattvanno Agni Vamom Bhavoti Nejishu Asya Ushasu Vyashta Avyashvanu Varanam Rarano Vihimaridhikam Sahona Edhu Swaha Iram Agni Varanaya Bhanniranamama Om Imami Varanashubhidhi Ayam Adha Chamridhaya Om Avasarachakin Swaha Iram Varanaya Namama Om Tattvayami Brahmana Vandamana Sarasha Suyachman Huirabhihi Ahira Mana Vuruni Bhurushansa Mana Yupramushihi Swaha Iram Varanaya Namama Om Yeta Shanta Varanaya Sahasram Yachniya Pashashvita Mahantaha Debirno Aryasa Gurata Vishnu Vishwe Manchita Marta Swarka Swaha Iram Varanaya Savitari Vishwe Vyu Devi Vyu Maradya Swarkelya Iranna Mama Om Mayas Changasyana Bisha Shishta Satyav Ito Mayasi Ayano Yachna Vyashaya No Dehi Vesham Jaswaha Iram Agni Vyasa Iranna Mama Om Uduttamam Murana Pasham Asmara Vadhamam Madhyamam Shrantaya Atavaryam Aditurate Tavanagitsu Adityaya Syama Swaha Iram Muranaya Adityaya Cham Niranamama. We offer both the samagri and the ghee at the same time now. Om Prithivine Vidamahe Dharam Hurthaya Dhimahi Tano Prithvi Prachurayat Bhurabhuva
Swaha
Om Tat Purushaya Vidamahe Dharam Hurthaya Dhimahi Tano Danti Prachurayat
Bhurabhuva Swaha
Om Girishaya Vidamahe Shiva Priyaya Dhimahi Tano Gauri Prachurayat
Bhurabhuva Swaha
Om Shoras Matrika Namaha Swaha Om Tastu Shashti Yogani Namaha
Swaha
Om Kalashkumbhaya Namaha
Swaha
Om Chaturvedhaya Namaha
Swaha
Om Sarvatirtebhyo Namaha
Swaha
Om Tatyanyanye Viramahe Kanyakumarya Dhimahi Tano Durge Prachurayat
Bhurabhuva Swaha
Om Mahalakshmi Viramahe Vishnu Patni Dhimahi Tano Lakshmi Prachurayat
Bhurabhuva Swaha
Om Agadibhye Viramahe Bhuvaneshwarye Dhimahi Tano Saraswati Prachurayat
Bhurabhuva Swaha
Om Suryaya Namaha
Swahaidam Suryaidam Namamam
Om Somaya Namaha
Swahaidam Somaidam Namamam
Om Homaya Namaha
Swahaidam Bhamaidam Namamam
Om Buddhaya Namaha
Swahaidam Buddhaidam Namamam
Om Brihaspate Namaha
Swahaidam Brahspateidam Namamam
Om Shukraya Namaha
Swahaidam Shukrayaidam Namamam
Om Shanishcharaya Namaha
Swahaidam Shanisharayaidam Namamam
Om Rahave Namaha
Swahaidam Rahavedam Namamam
Om Ketave Namaha
Swahaidam Ketuvedam Namamam
Om Panchlok Baldevaya Namaha
Swaha.
Om Dashtik Baldevaya Namaha
Swaha.
Om Vedatmane Vidamahe Hiranya Garbha Dhimahi Tano Brahma Prachurayat
Bhurabhuva
विद्महे वासुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो विष्णु प्रचोदयात्
भूर्भुवः स्वः स्वाहा
ॐ रामचन्द्राय विद्महे नरसरथाय धीमहि तन्नो राम प्रचोदयात्
भूर्भुवः स्वः स्वाहा
ॐ जनकनन्दन्ये विद्महे भूमिजय धीमहि तन्नो सीता प्रचोदयात्
भूर्भुवः स्वः स्वाहा
ॐ अञ्जन्ये विद्महे वायुपुत्राय धीमहि तन्नो हनुमान प्रचोदयात्
भूर्भुवः स्वः स्वाहा
ॐ देवकीनन्दनाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो कृष्ण प्रचोदयात्
भूर्भुवः स्वः स्वाहा
ॐ सदाशिवाय विद्महे सहस्रक्षाय धीमहि तन्नो शम्भो प्रचोदयात्
भूर्भुवः स्वः स्वाहा
ॐ गुरवे नमः
स्वाहा
ॐ इष्टदेवताभ्यो नमः
स्वाहा
ॐ कुलदेवताभ्यो नमः
स्वाहा
ॐ रामदेवताभ्यो नमः
स्वाहा
ॐ वासुदेवताभ्यो नमः
स्वाहा
ॐ स्थानदेवताभ्यो नमः
स्वाहा
ॐ सर्वेभ्यो देवेभ्यो नमः
स्वाहा
ॐ सर्वेभ्यो पितृभ्यो नमः
स्वदः
ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि यो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा. Take everything together and pond leaf and a nutmeg and supari. Can you hand that to them, please? I think it's over there. It was in a silver
Put it in
tray.
one hand, put it on your right hand. You do this.
Okay. Just hand it to yeah. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnata Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Mudhanam Nivaratim Pratyebhya Viswaranamrata Anjatam Aganim Kabhigvam Samrajatitim Janaramasana Patram Chanyanti Deva Swaha Om Sarvam Ve Puranagam Swaha Om Sarvam Ve Puranagam Swaha Om Sarvam Ve Puranagam Swaha. We are for the rest of the ghee as well. Om Vaso Pavitram Si Shatadharam Vaso Pavitram Si Saharadaram Devasto Savitupanatma Vaso Pavitrena Shatadharena Sapo Kamatuksha Swaha. Is that it? Yep. We take blessings from Agneta Devata. Om Tanapaganiyasi Tanvame Pahi. Om Adyuraganis Adyurame Dehi. Om Varachoraganiyasi Varachume Dehi. Om Agnayanve Tanva Uranam Tanma Prunat. Om Tejosi Tejumai Dehi. Om Virimasi Virimai Dehi. Om Balamasi Balamai Dehi. Om Ojosi Ojumai Dehi. Om Manyurasi Manyumai Dehi. Om Sahosi Sahumai Dehi. Om Shanti Rastum, Pushti Rastum, Vrithi Rastu Paparam. Tata Pratiri Mastu Dvipere Chatushpere Sura Shantira Bhavatu. We offer some water. Om Sarva Papa Harim Divyam Gangayam Niramalam Jalam Achmanamayatam Grihetam Purushottamam. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tatsat. Prem se bolo Agni Devata ki Jai. Devotees, before we commence with our arati, I believe we have a member of our audience. What? No, bring it back over here. That would like to say a few words, so I'll hand the microphone over to Uncle Walter.
Jai Sita Ram and Jai Hanuman Jayanti, everybody. Sri Hanuman is the 11th incarnation of Lord Shiva, son of Keshari and Anjani. He was a devotee and messenger of Prabhu Sri Ram and very humble. His name is mentioned in every book of Hindus. Hanuman Jayanti is one of the most popular religious functions among Hindus and is observed on Tuesday and Saturday, which the red flag signifies Mahavir Swami. Sri Hanuman is known as an intellectual with the highest qualifications of education, academic and spiritual. The two greatest works of Tulsidas was the Ramcharitmanas and the Hanuman Chalisa. It was mentioned that Tulsidas, when he started to write the Hanuman Chalisa, became very sick and bedridden. In bed, he still contemplated on Hanumanji, and he continued to write the Hanuman Chalisa to completion. He recovers fully from his illness. The Hanuman Chalisa is very beneficial and is mentioned to all and is recommended to all. It will show its advantages in the daily life of any person who recites it. No person is perfect. Every man is a statue of mistakes. One can always pray and beg for forgiveness from Hanumanji. Jai Sita Ram. Jai Hanuman. Thank you.
Dhanyavad, Uncle Walter. Before we commence with for our arti, I just wanted to depart one word of wisdom to you all from the Sri Ram Charitamanas about Hanuman Swami and how it relates back to our daily lives. In the Sri Ram Charitamanas, we hear of the story of Hanuman Swami, and it starts off, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama. 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 We hear about Hanuman Swami in the Sri Ram Charitamanas multiple times. As I had alluded to, Hanuman Swami had multiple powers, great powers. To me, Hanuman Swami was the superhero of the Sri Ram Charitamanas because he was the strongest. His strength knew no bounds, no matter what the situation. Now remember, Hanuman Swami had to remember what his powers were in order for him to activate them, to perform them. And I'm not going to elaborate longer than what I'm going to tell you right now. The power that you have within yourself is there. It exists every single day, every single second of every single moment. Hanuman Swami didn't realize he had absolute strength until he was reminded of that strength. So the only information I'm going to depart to you all, that you should know about it from the Sri Ram Charitamanas, is that you have an innate power in your soul, and in your heart to do anything that you so choose to do, anything that you believe you can do. It's when we relinquish that thought of that power, and it's when we relinquish that faith in ourselves that we fail ourselves, that we fall into despair, and that we lose. Don't ever lose your fight. Weeks ago, somebody had to go through that very own fight his own way, his own time. And did he succeed? Of course he did, because he's sitting right next to me right now. When you think of strength, you think of Hanuman Swami. When I think of strength, I think of Uncle Jagdish and the things that he had to go through. Did he relinquish his strength? Absolutely not. Is he one of the strongest people I know? Absolutely. Hanuman Swami resides within him. I see that every single day. Hanuman Swami resides within every single one of you. I see that every single day. So if you have any doubt in your mind that things are terrible, if you have any doubt in your soul that you can't make it through, know that there's always that strength within you. It's buried deep down. And if you can't find it, let me know. I'll remind you of it, because it's there every single day. Prem se Bolo Hanuman Swami ki. Devotees, with that, we all stand for our final arti.
आरती की जय हनुमान लला की, दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की। आरती की जय हनुमान लला की, दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की। आरती की जय हनुमान लला की, दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की। जाके बल से गिरिवर कापे, जाके बल से गिरिवर कापे, रोग दोष जाके निकट न जाके, रोग दोष जाके निकट न जाके। अंजनी पुत्र महाबलदाई, संतन के प्रभु सदा सहाय। आरती की जय हनुमान लला की, दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की। सकोत समुद्र सिखाए, जात पवन सुत बार न लाए। आरती की जय हनुमान लला की, दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की। सिया राम जी के का लक्ष्मण मूर्छित परे सकारे, आन सजीवन प्राण उभारे। आरती की जय हनुमान लला की, दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की। पैति पताल तोरी चमकारे, पैति पताल तोरी चमकारे। अहि रावण की भुजा उखाड़े, अहि रावण की भुजा उखाड़े। भाई भुजा सुर संघारे, दहिने भुजा संत जन तारे। आरती की जय हनुमान लला की, दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की। सुर नर मुनि आरती उतारे, सुर नर मुनि आरती उतारे। जय 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 हनुमान उचारे, जय 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 हनुमान उचारे। कंचन थार कपूर लौचाए, आरती करत अंजने माए। आरती की जय हनुमान लला की, दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की। जो हनुमान जी की आरती गावे, जो हनुमान जी की आरती गावे। बस वैकुंठ परम पद पावे, बस वैकुंठ परम पद पावे। लंका विवान सकिए रघुराई, तुलसीदास स्वामी की रति गाई। आरती की जय हनुमान लला की, दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की। आरती की जय हनुमान लला की, दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की। आरती की जय हनुमान लला की, दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की। भजले भजले सीताराम, मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम। 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 भजले भजले सीताराम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम 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 भजले भजले ओम का नाम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम भजले भजले
ओम का नाम
मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम भजले भजले ओम का नाम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम भजले भजले
ओम का नाम
मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम भजले भजले ओम का नाम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम भजले भजले ओम का नाम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम भजले भजले सीताराम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम भजले भजले सीताराम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
जय बजरंग बली, स्वामी जय बजरंग बली, तुम रक्षा सब ध्याये, तुम रक्षा सब ध्याये, शारद की जननी। ओम जय बजरंग बली, ओम जय बजरंग बली, स्वामी जय बजरंग बली, तुम रक्षा सब ध्याये, तुम रक्षा सब ध्याये, शारद की जननी। ओम जय बजरंग बली। वेजा बल के दाता, परमेश्वर सुख दे, परमेश्वर सुख दे, नाम जपे तुम राखे, नाम जपे तुम राखे, उसको पाप हरे। ओम जय बजरंग बली, ओम जय बजरंग बली, स्वामी जय बजरंग बली, तुम रक्षा सब ध्याये, तुम रक्षा सब ध्याये, शारद के जननी। ओम जय बजरंग बली। अंजनी कुंजन तुमरे, रघुपति काज हरे, रघुपति काज करे, स्वामी रघुपुत कारे, स्वामी रघुपुत कारे, संकट मोचन रे। ओम जय बजरंग बली, ओम जय बजरंग बली, स्वामी जय बजरंग बली, तुम रक्षा सब ध्याये, तुम रक्षा सब ध्याये, शारद के जननी। ओम जय बजरंग बली। अंजनी कुंजन तुम में, रघुपति काज करे, स्वामी रघुपति काज करे, संकट मोचन स्वामी, संकट मोचन स्वामी, जीवन कष्ट करे। ओम जय बजरंग बली, ओम जय बजरंग बली, स्वामी जय बजरंग बली, तुम रक्षा सब ध्याये, तुम रक्षा सब ध्याये, शारद के जननी। ओम जय बजरंग बली, ओम जय बजरंग बली, स्वामी जय बजरंग बली, तुम रक्षा सब ध्याये, तुम रक्षा सब ध्याये, शारद के जननी। ओम जय बजरंग बली, ओम जय बजरंग बली, स्वामी जय बजरंग बली, तुम रक्षा सब ध्याये, तुम रक्षा सब ध्याये, शारद की जननी। ओम जय बजरंग।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे, स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे, भक्त जनों के संकट, भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। जो जावे पल पावे, दुख विनसे मन का, स्वामी दुख विनसे मन का। सुख संपत्ति घर आवे, सुख संपत्ति घर आवे, कष्ट मिटे तन का। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। मात पिता तुम मेरे, शरण कहूँ जिसकी, स्वामी शरण कहूँ जिसकी। तुम बिन और न दूजा, तुम बिन और न दूजा, आस करूँ जिसकी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट, भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
Yeah. Om Hanumate Namah. As we conclude with our puja for today, devotees, I ask that you take this time to go ahead, clasp your hands, and close your eyes. Block out all physical distractions from your thoughts and remove all mental distractions from your brains. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, relax your spine, drop your shoulders, unwrinkle your forehead, relax your entire body. With your mind cleared of all thoughts, focus on a form of Hanuman Swami that helps you concentrate, one that you find pleasing. And join together with me as we chant these closing prayers. Om Sarvesham Swasti Bhavatu, Sarvesham Shanti Bhavatu, Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Om Sarve Sukhino Bhavantu, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschita Dukhabhag Bhavehu. Om Atuliti Bhaladhama, Hema Shaila Bhalheham, Danu Javana Krishnanum Jnani Nama Griganyam, Sakala Guna Nidhanam Manara Namarisham, Raghupati Prem Bhaktam Bhadajatam Namami. Om Mantrahinam Kriyahinam Bhaktahinam Janardanam Yatya Pujitam Maya Neva Paripurnam Darasune. Papuham Papu Karmam Papu Atma Papu Sambhava Trahimam Pundarikaksham Sarva Papu Haru Hari. Om माताश्च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युमामृतं गमय हरि ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम devotees may we all please bow Om Gurura Brahma Gurura Vishnu Gurura Deo Maheshwara Gurura Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Om Yau Shantir Antariksham Shantir Prithvi Shantir Apa Shantir Aushadhaya Shantir Vanaspati Shantir Vishwadeva Shantir Brahma Shantir Sarvegam Shantir Shantireva Shanti Sama Shanti Redhi Hari Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tatsat Prem se bolo Ganesh Bhagwan ki Prem se bolo Gauri Mata ki Prem se bolo Lakshmi Mata ki Prem se bolo Navgraha Devata ki Prem se bolo Hanuman Swami ki Prem se bolo Shiva Shakti Mandir ki Prem se bolo Sanatana Dharma ki There's like 10 times of you here as we are in a regular Sunday morning service. So I want to hear it. Oh, the big. Prem se bolo Sanatana Dharma ki. Good morning, Shreya. Devotees, with this we've come to the end of our Hanuman Jayanti Puja for today, and I do want to thank each and every one of you for being here with me. Give me like 2 more minutes of your time. Just shh, bring it down. Shh. Again, thank you all for being here today. We really do appreciate it. It is wonderful seeing so many of you after, 2.5 years. Some of you I've seen in between then under not so great circumstances. I understand that. But it's wonderful to see every single one of you here today as we worship together, as we perform a Hanuman Jayanti Puja. Again, what I said is very true. Uncle Jagdish, a few months ago, went through a very difficult time. And it was hard on his family. It was hard for a lot of us because, quite honestly, growing up, you were literally the strongest person that I knew. Other than Uncle Jai, he's the only one who could probably take a hammer to the hand and be like, oh, whatever, and just kind of be okay with it. So I'm glad to know that he is doing well today, and that I was ecstatic when they said that you guys wanted to sit down for Hanuman Jayanti Puja. Like, yes, I haven't done a puja with them in a long time. So I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're okay. My Hanuman Swami bless you now and forever. My strong, strong Uncle Jagdish. Of course. Devotees, we only have one other event coming up in the next few months that is known as Sita Jayanti. That is on Monday, May 9th. Again, Monday, May 9th, we're not going to be doing anything specific here during service, but we will be saying something during our Sunday morning service for that event. On top of that, the only other thing we have going on is regular Sunday morning satsang tomorrow. Because we're doing Hanuman Jayanti today, we just want to make things calm and smooth. So tomorrow's service will not be done in the mandir. It will only be done virtually. So at 10 o'clock tomorrow, service will be virtual. If you show up here, I will not be here. I will be at home with my wife and my dog performing puja, so it'll be virtual. Again, where is service going to be tomorrow? At your house. Apparently at my house. But no, tomorrow's service will be virtual and purely virtual. We will meet again next week for a regular Sunday morning satsang. And that's all the announcements that I truly have. Again, thank each and every one of you for coming out today, for your continued support as you perform puja in person, and for those of you who are tuning in live via our YouTube channel as well. I hope you all have a wonderful, happy, healthy week. Hopefully I get to see you chat in the chat tomorrow during YouTube service. But to everybody that's sitting here and watching today, Jai Sita Ram. With that being said, I will now hand the microphone over to our president with his miniature butterfly wings, and our wonderful president in training, for a few announcements. Ishan, look at his back. He's got butterfly wings.
Okay, Ram Ram.
Happy Hanuman Jayanti. Thanks. Yeah.
Where's the parents? Both of you gonna get a good beating from me if you don't oversee that my president in training prepared 3 points every week that he have to mention. Okay, 3.
Yeah, you should let me come to your house.
Okay, pack your bag up and let's go.
I bet.
All right. And then we have our next president in training over here coming up. So Sita Ram, everybody, it's such a wonderful day today. I mean, it's raining, washing the pollen out. It's good for us. This morning when I came into the mandir, it's the murti just caught my eyes, the beauty of our murti. I want to thank the ladies who come in weekend and they don't want to be recognized, but it's once in a while recognition is good. I want to thank you all for coming out here to take care of our murti. They look so wonderful today. And the second thing that I want to mention is, you know, it's spring, and Nedra and I, every day we go for a walk around the lake with Destiny, and we'll imitate the birds and say, cuckoo, 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 and I'll say, mommy, mommy, mommy. I say, Nedra, 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 and say, come on, Destiny, let's repeat after me, but she just focused. And it's the herald of a new life, a new beginning, you know, and as we continue with life. And this morning, as we're doing puja, I could hear the same thing in our mandir. You know, the excitement of life, the anticipation, the joy, the happiness with our kids. And my God, I didn't realize how much I've missed that in the last couple of years because, you know, 2 old people sitting in the house, you know, watching television, you miss that emotional, that social touch. So for the married couple, make more picnic. We want more in the mandir. So, you know, and I will hey, why are you putting on your head? I'll tell you, Auntie Nidra, drag your picnic across the floor today, okay? I see that. Auntie Gloria, you saw it, right? Me and Auntie Gloria see it. Nidra, drag your picnic across the floor. So, but we want more kids in the mandir. They're the future of us, you know. Look at them. You grown up, and I missed you. You just grew up all of a sudden overnight. Yeah. 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 And the last thing, as we are getting ready to pass Arti, please partake in Arti and Panchamrit, and then we could socialize, is we're coming back from our walk Monday, and Nidra keep telling me, today's Uncle Jagdish's birthday, today's Uncle Jagdish's birthday. And I have his birthday in my phone, so without looking at my phone, I call him up and say, hey, Jack, how are you? Happy birthday to you. And we're just going on and on and on. I said, man, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, finally, I think he couldn't restrain himself anymore. He said, you know, buddy, tomorrow is my birthday. I said, well, you got double whammy here. You got me and Nidra and Sue and Mahindra and Avi and everybody wishing him birthday today. And I said, tomorrow we'll wish you happy birthday. And tomorrow came and I've totally forgot his birthday. So, you know, I was good. So, by Jagdish, on behalf of all of us, I want to wish you a happy birthday. May you enjoy many, many more in good health and happiness. And, you know, we are getting to an age right now. I will tell the married woman here, your husbands, Nidra, pay attention. We're getting to an age right now where we're starting to become crotchety. And I'm going to give you guys, hold up. Let me give you guys a piece of advice, right? Let me give you all a piece of advice. To keep us happy, make sure you don't buy Speedos for us, okay?
Yeah, I think that'll keep everyone happy.
Happy birthday, buddy. And it's good to see you all. Please take a moment today, socialize, you know. This past 2 years has been very tough on many of us. You know, we lost a couple of members of our family. We have family members that we passed on, but wanted, you know, it was so ironic. The week before, I got a text from Uncle Balkaran sending me a song, and then the next week I got a call that Uncle Balkaran is no longer with us. So please keep our mandir member, our community members in your thought, those that are not with us anymore. And please look after each other, because those that are here, we need to take care of each other. So now that the country is opening back up, we need some weddings. I'm not going to mention Shane and Mahendra and all these picnic names. We need some party. We need some Jandi. We need some socialite. See, a lady stared at me. It's Jandi party I'm talking about, So we need to take care of each other. All right, boy, hurry up with it. Before everybody start talking, they forget about the RT. I'm waiting on you, man. I'm stalling for words over here.
Take your time. That's what devotion is.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Nidra tell me this morning when I came to Mandir, I see two people that look like they didn't have a home. They was raggedy out clothes, big boots, straw hats. And it wasn't, their sun wasn't shining. And I wonder why they dressed like that to protect themselves from the sun. And then I walked into the Mandir and it was just spotless. So Indira dragged him out of bed at 5 a.m. this morning to come clean Mandir before Hanuman Jayanti Puja today. So I want to pay a special recognition to the two of you, because I called their picnic and said, "Where mommy and daddy?" Because I was so hungry this morning. I had to go into work real early. And I told Nidra I'm hungry, so she's fussing at me. So she's calling Indira to make me a cheese sandwich to bring to Mandir. I told her, I'm so hungry right now I could faint. Poor girl, make the cheese sandwich, and he's sitting in the house over there. So, honey, I'm so hungry I could faint.
Turn around real quick so people can see the back of your shirt.
Look, you see, and she spilled curry and stuff on all my kurta and everything else.
Butterflies.
Anybody want to make any quick comment before we close up here? You all are so happy to be with each other. Me too. So smile, enjoy. Lots of food that is cooked. Rita and Jenny, and who else prepare food? I woke up and make bara, so I want you all to know that. Hey, fire. Oh, and by the way, you all have a famous person in the country now. This morning I was in Good Morning America. Look, she said to say no. So I wanted to raise money for our Mandir, but I couldn't talk to the host and said, "Hey, if you all want to donate to our Mandir, donate." I got to talk about work stuff. So. All right, y'all finish? All right.